of the day came from Tamil Nadu today, where the results of the local body elections came out and the DMK cemented their position even further after their win in the assembly polls, the Lok Sabha elections. They had an almost sweep in the local body polls. The surprise gainer, though, was the BJP, who claimed to have made inroads into areas where so far they didn't even have a presence. In places, they have unseated the AIADMK to take second spot. However, while the party has said this shows a vindication of the Prime Minister's Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas model, their critics are calling it more sound and fury than actual substance.
இந்த வெற்றியை ஆடம்பரமாக நீங்கள் கொண்டாடாமல் அமைதியாக கொண்டாட வேண்டும். மக்கள் உங்க மேல வச்சிருக்கக்கூடிய நம்பிக்கையை காப்பாற்ற வேண்டும். மக்களுக்கு நீங்கள் உண்மையாக இருக்கணும், உண்மையாக உழைக்கணும், பாடுபடணும். மக்களுடைய அடிப்படை பிரச்சனைகளை உடனுக்குடன் தீர்த்து வைக்கணும். உங்கள் மீது எந்த புகாரும் வராத வகையில் நீங்கள் பார்த்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டும். அதிமுகவின் கோட்டை என்று சொல்லிக் கொண்டிருந்த கொங்கு மண்டலத்தையே இன்றைக்கு நாம் கைப்பற்றியிருக்கிறோம். இதுதான் உண்மை.
பாரதிய ஜனதா கட்சி ஒரு அற்புதமான ஒரு வெற்றியை பெற்றிருக்கிறது. தமிழகத்திலே இதுவரை நம்முடைய கட்சிக்கு எங்கேயெல்லாம் மக்கள் பிரதிநிதிகள் இல்லையோ அங்கேயெல்லாம் இந்த கட்சி இன்று நுழைந்திருக்கிறது. அது கடலூராக இருக்கலாம், காஞ்சிபுரமாக இருக்கலாம், அது வேலூராக இருக்கலாம், அனைத்து பகுதியிலும் கூட பாரதிய ஜனதா கட்சி நுழைந்திருக்கிறது. பாரதிய ஜனதா கட்சி நிச்சயமாக தமிழகத்தில் அந்த மாற்று கட்சி, மூன்றாவது கட்சி அப்படிங்கிற இடத்துக்கு வந்து பாரதிய ஜனதா கட்சி வந்துவிட்டது. 5 மணிக்கு மேல ஒரு பூத்துக்கு வெளியே 250 பேர் நின்று உள்ள போய் சிசிடிவி ஆஃப் பண்ணி ஓட்டு போடுறது, இதான் டிராவிடியன் மாடல் ஆஃப் டெவலப்மெண்டா அப்படின்னு கிளாரிஃபை பண்ண. பாஜக ஜெயித்திருப்பது மோடிஜி மாடல் ஆஃப் டெவலப்மெண்ட்.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
We're joined by Dr Suman C Raman, political analyst, A Sarvanan, spokesperson of the DMK, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, continues with us. There was a lot of talk about how this is a great move forward for the BJP, but you've basically won 2.4% of the seats. Then why the hype?
Padmaja, you know, I'm very surprised that today suddenly vote share has become very important. The fact that BJP has made massive inroads is not the story, but BJP's 2.4% vote share is the story. But I do remember that a couple of weeks back, or rather months back, in the Tripura local body polls, out of 334 seats, BJP won 329 seats. Strike rate 98.5%. What was the media narrative? BJP retained power in Tripura local body polls. Massive show of strength by TMC. Big inroads by Mamata Banerjee into Tripura. So I want to first call out the media hypocrisy. Point number 2. I congratulate Sarvanan and I congratulate the DMK. BJP is not a party which says, oh, if we did not win, EVM is at fault, Supreme Court is at fault, the Election Commission is at fault. No, we accept defeat gracefully and we celebrate a victory. At the same time, let nobody be under any doubt that today BJP is at proud number 3 position in Tamil Nadu and position in Chennai, which I think is not a small achievement. And don't forget, Padmaja, that in the assembly elections in Tamil Nadu, which were held last year, BJP has actually, after 15-year drought, we managed 4 seats. We are in coalition and in power in the southern region of Puducherry. We are in power in Karnataka. And I will say just one more thing. Do you remember December 2020, Padmaja? I was on a debate on your channel. The BJP raised its tally in the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation from 4 seats to 48 seats. A 400% jump. And even then, what did media say? BJP's 400% jump means nothing. But AIMIM still retaining its 44 seats and the TRS falling from 99 to 55. Those were still very big achievements. Look,
Sanju Verma, you have expended all your residual anger against the DMK on the media today. Fight them! Fight the DMK! Media is not going to make you win or lose elections. Fight the DMK! Anyway, Sarvanan, ignore the BJP at your peril. The AIADMK made that mistake. They have been punished in many places. Tomorrow it could be you.
See, no, Padmaja. I don't think BJP can ever be a really seriously contesting party in the state of Tamil Nadu in the foreseeable future. It is going to be AIADMK versus DMK, probably for another 25 to 50 years. BJP, until they are going to leave this policy of toxic Hindutva, they cannot make any inroads into the state of Tamil Nadu. If you look at what the BJP had won today, in 2011, they won the same number of seats, a similar number of seats, similar vote share. In 2022, similar. They contested 2011, they contested all alone, and 2022 also the same situation. In the state of Tamil Nadu, when there is BJP, so when there is DMK and AIADMK, there is a sizable number of population which doesn't like either of these parties. They naturally prefer a third alternative. That's it. A third alternative.
Let me actually quote to you what a certain Mr. V. Narayan Swamy said on the 22nd of February 2021. BJP is a non-starter in the south. They will never win any seats. Today he must be regretting.
Exactly.
No, see, Padmaja, that is his view, Padmaja. See, as I told you, this is the thing. See, but what the
But in 2020, he was saying what you're saying in 2022, that the BJP is a non-starter in these states. Today they are in government in Puducherry, and Mr. Narayan Swamy is no longer the CM of the Puducherry.
No, but that's what I told you. In 2011, what was the seat share of BJP? I am asking how have they improved their tally? How much percentage did they have increased?
How much percentage have you increased, Sanju Verma?
Padmaja, I think the most important, please, now Sarvanan, I heard you. The most important thing is sometimes, to look between the lines. And this tweet, I will read it out because I have been getting trolled by the DMK Karyakarta since morning. I will tell you why the BJP's massive inroads into the urban body polls made for a huge celebration, because of the quality of the seats won. The 86th ward in Madurai, supposedly DMK bastion. 13th ward in Palappalam, 8th ward in Satyamangalam, 7th ward in Kudur, 3rd ward in Kotagiri, Ayappudi for the first time, 13 wards in Tuticorin, 8 in Mandakad, 7 wards in Padmanabhapuram, 2nd ward in Coimbatore, 1 ward each in Dindigul and Tirunelveli.
Okay.
These are all supposedly DMK bastions, and we gave you a fight that you will not forget. And don't forget, 2026, a BJP-led coalition is coming to power in Tamil Nadu.
But who will be in your coalition? Because if there is one party that you are eating into, it's the AIADMK. Who will you be in coalition with?
That's a very interesting question. Yes, in some places, we benefited at the expense of the AIADMK. I'm not going to say no to that. But at the same time, Annamalai, the BJP state president of Tamil Nadu, has categorically said 2026 assembly elections and 2024 parliamentary elections, with respect to Tamil Nadu, we continue to retain our alliance with AIADMK.
Okay, you see that happening, Suman C Raman?
Yeah, I think, Padmaja, the story of this today's result is twofold. One, of course, is the fact that people have, by and large, reposed their faith in Chief Minister MK Stalin and the DMK, and there is no big anti-incumbency against the existing government. The second is the surge in the BJP's vote. I think that, first of all, let's be very clear, the actual vote share has not yet been released by the Election Commission. So the vote share, I was told, is going to be put out tomorrow in terms of the number of votes polled by each candidate is going to be made public tomorrow. So right now, this conjecture about 2% and 3% is the seat percentage, not the vote share.
Yeah.
And I think that this is the real story, because tomorrow, Mr. Annamalai, for instance, claimed, and that they were getting 15% of the vote share in Coimbatore and so on. And the party also claims to have finished second behind the DMK in 31 wards in Chennai. Now, if these are true, then absolutely there is no question that this is a remarkable performance. Now, we have to wait for that information to come out tomorrow officially from the Election Commission that they finished second in 31 wards.
Mr. Sarvanan, Suman C Raman, not really known to be an admirer of the BJP, is also conceding it is an admirable performance.
No, I think there is nothing to concede.
I mean, which is not to say that they are anywhere close to sweeping, but they are definitely not pariahs because of that toxic Hindutva that you just spoke of.
No, Padmaja, that is what I'm talking, Padmaja.
in the state of Tamil Nadu, there are people who does not like the AIADMK and the DMK. That is what I made it very clear. Mr. Vijay, who contested in 2006, was able to garner 10% of the vote share in the assembly election.
May I please come in,
So that is the calculation. So they'll be for about the third party. That's it. They can't make any other inroad unless and you can be at the risk of repetition. Unless BJP gets away, gives away toxic Hindutva, they cannot.
No.
But sir, there are people in Chennai who have reposed faith. You can keep saying toxic Hindutva, but AIADMK would have then been the preferred second in Chennai, right? But it is the BJP instead. Unless you have a very large population of toxic Hindus who have suddenly grown in Chennai, I don't see how this argument is going to stick. Quick rebuttal from Sanju Verma, then Suman C Raman. Yes.
Yeah. First and foremost, Suman C Raman has said some good words about BJP. That makes my day, Padmaja. But coming to the more important point, I think one thing, Padmaja, I would like to your channel is that forget AIADMK and DMK for the time being. The fact that BJP contested standalone and still managed to make massive inroads, it shows that there is space for politics which is beyond the traditional Dravidian parties, point number one. And point number two, don't forget, Padmaja, that the BJP contested in only 48% of the seats on a standalone basis. And despite that, getting the number of seats that it has, I think is an amazing achievement which should not be trivialized.
Suman C Raman.
Yeah, I think one very important thing that a lot of people missed in today's result is that the AIADMK and indeed the BJP have fared the worst in their absolute strongholds, which is around Coimbatore in the area called the Kongu Belt, where the DMK has virtually swept. Remember, 9 months ago, the AIADMK and BJP combined won all the 10 seats in Coimbatore, in and around Coimbatore, and the DMK drew a blank. This time they have been routed. So this shows that there has been a significant erosion of the AIADMK vote in favor of the BJP in those parts. So tomorrow when you add these two votes, you will really know what has happened on the ground. I think all of us are...
It is the slicing and dicing of the actual data when it comes out tomorrow that will really give a picture.
That is the story of this election.
What is the story? Actually, what is your story going forward, Sanju Verma? Are you going
the story is, okay. I think Suman C Raman made some interesting points, and Padmaja, you always pose the toughest questions to me, but I'll take that. I'll just say this. BJP has always been known to be a Hindutva party which has its bastions in northern, central and western India, and south apparently is our Achilles heel. The fact that we are in power in Karnataka, the fact that we make urban body polls despite contesting alone, I think that's the important point. And most importantly, Padmaja, do you remember November 2021 we won Huzurabad by-poll in Telangana. In November 2020 we won the Dubakka by-poll, also considered a TRS bastion. The point I'm making is the south is no longer an anathema to the BJP, and the south is no longer our Achilles heel. We are making massive inroads to be in power and not to be in the second or third position, but for the time being at second position in Chennai and at third position in Tamil Nadu, despite contesting on a standalone basis, is great news.
Interesting. At least
not second position in Chennai. It is second position in a selected number of wards. They are not second position in Chennai.
Yes, we are discussing selected number of wards. We are discussing urban local body polls. I'm talking in that context, Mr. Suman C Raman.
Ma'am, out of 200, if you're second in 30, it doesn't make you the dominant second
party.
But
Suman C Raman, one minute.
Okay, we should have just ended when the bonhomie between Sanju Verma and Suman C Raman was still intact. We are going to leave it at that for today. Tomorrow, we'll hopefully be able to dice the data further. For the time being, thanks very much, both gentlemen, Sanju Verma for joining me, and congratulations to the DMK for what is undoubtedly a sweep in the local body elections. Thanks for watching.